me tell you, these two working together, holy grail. Hey everybody, my name is Ebony. If you are new here, welcome. I talk about all things locks and living my best life. Today we are going to talk about skin though. So you know, summer is here basically, and a lot of us are trying to get our summer bodies right, okay? Whether that be working out, whether that just be, you know, what goes inside, like your diet or something. Today I want to talk about skin in terms of getting our body right. So I have some ways that I was able to get rid of dark marks on my skin. I went from this to this, okay? And I'm going to let you know how to do that, okay? Because I don't gatekeep over here. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about how the hell I ended up there in the first place. If you don't want to hear me talk and you want to get straight to the results, rude. No, I'm kidding. You could just go, there's chapters at the bottom, so see you over there. But for the people who want to stay and hear the whole story, here we go. So basically, okay, at the beginning of this year is when it started. And at the start of this year, I also started feeling a level of stress that I just was not used to. And this came as a result of my job. Yes, the very job that I told y'all I quit and drove to Santa Barbara for. Yeah, that job. So things changed at that job, and I just was feeling a level of stress that I had just never felt before. And I started to develop these rashes on my body. I started like itching a lot, like I didn't know what the heck it was. I thought it was eczema at first.
Look at these bumps. You got eczema?
I got what?
The eczema.
So I ended up buying a bunch of products to like help with this eczema situation. But turns out like they were leaving marks all over, and it just wasn't, I've never experienced eczema either. Honestly, I've never really had a lot of skin issues, so this was just very weird to me. And I was going through like a lot of stress also, so it just was like too much going on at once. It was like so overwhelming. And so I went to my doctor. The first thing I did was I sent in, you know how you can do like e-visits now? So I sent photos of what I was going through. Sent it to them, and they told me that I had hives. So I don't know, y'all. For anybody who has had allergies before and has had hives before, y'all know that it is not what that was, okay? Like hives go away, you know, and they don't typically leave marks. Like I'm somebody that has had hives before. I thought it was odd, but I went on with the doctor's opinion. They prescribed me some allergy medication that I was supposed to take like twice a day. I'm taking this allergy medication. It's not helping. Like I'm putting cortisone and stuff like that, and that's helping a little bit, but I'm still just like, okay, something's weird. And at this point, I had marks on my torso and on, like it first started on my sides of my torso, but then it started growing to like my arms, like my underarm area, my back, and then like partially like different parts of my legs. So I was like, okay, this is getting worse. Like what is happening? So I made a physical visit in to see a dermatologist. I ended up being like, hey, you gotta give me a specialist, like come on. So they hooked me up with the dermatologist, and I went in there, and honestly it wasn't that helpful. Like so this does not end in some crazy amazing story where I figured out what the heck is wrong with me. I actually still don't completely know. But before I left the dermatologist though, he did tell me what I was describing sounded like something called pityriasis rosea. It is a skin situation that is triggered by some type of like sickness or virus, or honestly, they said that the cause is kind of unknown, but certain things can trigger it. I did mention that I had been going through a lot of stress, and he was like, you know, the body can do crazy stuff, girl. But basically, he was saying how it starts with like one big like mark, and then it spreads to your body, and it kind of has to go through. It's nothing, he didn't say it's nothing to be like super alarmed about, like y'all gonna die tomorrow, but that it does have to work its way through the body and kind of run its course. So that is what I ended up with. He did prescribe me some like a topical thing to help with the itching, and that did help. And I still do use some of it sometimes. But for the most part, my itching has gone down, and I was able to then go into figuring out how in the world to fix this mess, okay? So let's go into what works. Okay, so what worked? First things first, you know, we always got to do a disclaimer. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not a professional. I'm not none of that. Y'all know that, okay? I am saying what worked for me. So don't go in here and be like, but Ebony told me and she prescribed me. No, I didn't. I just said what worked for me, okay? And I really stand 10 toes down with all of these products when I tell you they work. Well, y'all saw the photo. Y'all saw the photo. It worked for me, okay? First things first is I used this Clear and Even Tone Body Cleansing Bar by Urban Skin RX. What's it called? Yeah, Urban Skin RX. This stuff right here. So first I heard about it on TikTok because I was looking up like, how the heck do I get rid of these dark spots, okay? And someone on TikTok was singing its praises. I purchased it straight away. And honestly, y'all gotta purchase quick because this stuff gets sold out. And it has sulfur, kojic acid, and charcoal. Let's see. I think there was something saying that you shouldn't use it. Oh, it says you leave on for 2 minutes. That's something I wanted to make sure to say. But basically, when you're in the shower and you're done like washing using your regular soap, what I would do is I would take this. It actually comes with its own sponge, as you can see here, and it's like a solid, it's like a solid consistency, and you kind of like take the sponge and then you use it to scrub. I will say this stuff kind of does stink. Like even right now I'm like, ooh. But I mean, hello, it has sulfur and kojic acid in it. Also, I use this at night. I'm showering at night when I'm using this. This is an exfoliant, okay? So you are going to want to use this at nighttime, or if you're using it in the day, like slather on sunscreen, okay? I honestly wouldn't even recommend that. I would just say use it at night, girl. Use it at night. But this stuff works, okay? So basically, if you guys don't know, when you are trying to get rid of dark marks or something like that in the skin, you really need to prioritize exfoliating. And the reason is because you need to get that skin up out of there, okay? You got to switch the skin out, okay? Because how is it going to lighten if you still have the damaged skin there? So basically exfoliating helps you along that process to turn the skin over and start fresh. So okay, this stuff is bomb. 10 out of 10. So yeah, I used it at night. Then what I would do is I would come and then I would use this faded cream, okay? So y'all look at it, okay? I am all out. I need to buy some more, and I couldn't even buy some before I had this video. So you guys are stuck with this thing, but you know that it works, okay? So when I got out the shower, you know, you pat dry, and I would use this in targeted areas, okay? So I did not use this over my full body, and also it's so small. I bought it originally for my face to get rid of some dark spots there, but I ended up using it on my body. They do have a body version though, like it's a spray. So, I mean, I would recommend going in that direction if you want more surface area. I use this because this is what I had, and it's supposed to help with that, and it did. It really worked. Let's see, this also has kojic acid, tranexamic acid, melatonin, niacinamide, and licorice root. Jeez. And azelaic acid.
What's she saying?
You know what? Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. So basically, this stuff, okay, I would put it on like it was like a spot treatment, you know, just on the areas that really needed it. So that was like my side, and that was like under my arms. I did not put it on the entire arm or anything like that, just very specific targeted areas. And let me tell you, these two working together, holy grail. Holy grail.
The Holy Grail.
Originally was trying to get in this line, there is like a body cream that goes with it, and it was sold out. And that's why I ended up going with this, but this stuff really works, like really freaking works. But, you know, when I go like the second time around to buy this again, because clearly I still need some, I'm gonna buy the spray for the body. Okay, so these are the two that are really like working together and like kicking butt, okay? After that, I would just put on my regular lotion. I use Jergens with the shea butter. I really like that lotion, but I don't think it, you know, I'm just stopping myself from being ashy. Putting that on. Then, okay, I would follow up with this healing ointment, okay? This girl on Twitter, her name is something like Makeup for Women of Color or Makeup for WOC, something like that. She recommended this years ago, and when I tell you, she was not lying. She was not lying. I actually use this mainly for my face. Well, I bought this mainly for my face, but when I started having my body issues, I put this over, and I really do think it helped. So what it has in there is, first of all, it's for like hydration. And it is a skin protectant. Let's see, it says with 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid. So it's not just a petroleum jelly, like, and mind you, the consistency is like a petroleum jelly. It's not just a petroleum jelly. Like, it actually has some great ingredients in there, which is why it has the name healing ointment. Okay, so it's like very soothing and very, very moisturizing. And I kind of use that as a way to like lock in everything that I put there. And all those things together is how it worked. I first started having the issues at the start of January. And then I didn't start treating them until February, like mid to the end of February, because that's when I actually stopped itching and stopped going through the issues. And it took about 1 month for me to notice a very big difference. So let's say from end of February, let's say March to April, I'm telling you, y'all, like night and day. And of course, I'm gonna have photos in here for you guys. Now that I'm in May, I kind of basically don't have any issues, even though I can still see that there's some in there. Like it's still not completely healed. I don't mind that. And so I kind of have slowed down on it. And also you saw the faded cream. I don't even have anymore. But I am going to start again now that I can start to target my legs. So yeah, that's what works. If you are dealing with some dark spots and you are like, I want to get out here for summer, okay, and I do not want to worry about feeling self-conscious about anything, get you these products, okay? Finish it off with the CeraVe. And let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling about it. Also, I will say, this is not sponsored. I forgot to say that. This is not sponsored in any way, okay? Now, if they want to sponsor me, you know, call me, girl, call me My Topicals. But no, this stuff just really freaking worked. And so I just wanted to share it with you guys. So enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to hear more about skin or anything, leave a comment below. Let's talk about it.